Welcome to a moment of silence, a moment just for you. The world has been loud all day. People demanded, screens shouted, thoughts wouldn't stop. But now, everything slows down. This is your time to breathe, your time to heal, your time to speak to your soul. Tonight, you're not here to scroll or to escape. You're here to listen to yourself. Because sometimes, the most powerful words you'll ever hear are the ones you whisper to your own heart before you sleep. So before you close your eyes tonight, say these 7 lines, not for the world to hear, but for your soul to remember. Each line carries peace, power, and purpose. Each line rewrites your tomorrow. So take a deep breath, let the noise fade away, and let's begin with the 7 lines that can change your nights and your life. When the world goes quiet and the lights go dim, there's a moment that belongs only to you. The noise of the day fades away, the arguments, the worries, the endless scrolling, the pretending, and what remains is your truth. That's why every night before you sleep, you must speak to yourself not in fear, not in regret, but in power. Because the words you whisper before sleep shape the person who wakes up tomorrow. So tonight, say these 7 lines and let them rebuild you from within. Line 1, I am grateful for this day. No matter how the day went, good or bad, gratitude transforms it. Even if you had tears in your eyes, you still had breath in your lungs. Even if the world ignored you, the universe still gave you a chance to exist one more day. Gratitude isn't about denying pain, it's about recognizing blessings despite the pain. When you say, I am grateful for this day, you train your heart to see beauty in broken moments. Think of the tiny things you never noticed: the cup of tea that warmed your hands, the friend who replied to your message, the sunset that painted the sky for free. You didn't buy those moments, life gifted them to you. Gratitude doesn't make life easier, it makes you stronger. So tonight, whisper softly, I am grateful for this day, because gratitude is the light that never goes out even in darkness. Line 2, I forgive myself. We live in a world that never stops reminding us of our mistakes. You failed this, you lost that, you disappointed someone. But rarely do we remind ourselves we tried. Forgiving yourself is an act of courage. It means you're brave enough to stop being your own enemy. When you say, I forgive myself, you're breaking invisible chains: the guilt, the self-blame, the I should have done better voices. Yes, you made mistakes. You're human. You stumbled, but you stood up again. And if you hadn't failed, you wouldn't have learned what strength really means. Forgive yourself for being too kind, for trusting too much, for caring when others didn't. You don't need to carry yesterday's burden into tomorrow. Forgive and rest, because peace doesn't begin with others, it begins with you. Line 3, I did my best today. Maybe you didn't finish everything on your list. Maybe you weren't as productive as you hoped. Maybe you just survived, and that too is enough. When you say, I did my best today, you remind your heart that effort matters more than perfection. Some days your best is climbing mountains. Some days your best is just getting out of bed. You are not a robot. You are a soul carrying weight no one else can see. You fought silent battles today, against your thoughts, your doubts, your exhaustion, and you still showed up. Don't underestimate that. Don't punish yourself for being tired. You're allowed to rest without guilt. So tonight, breathe deeply and say, I did my best today, because your best is always enough, for now. Line 4, tomorrow is a new chance. No matter how hard this day was, it's over. You can close this chapter. You don't need to reread it. The beauty of life lies in the fact that tomorrow hasn't happened yet. It's blank, untouched, waiting for your next move. When you say, tomorrow is a new chance, you are rewriting your relationship with failure. You're telling yourself, I still have time to try again. Maybe tomorrow you'll speak a little kinder, work a little harder, dream a little bigger. You don't need to fix everything overnight. Just take one step forward. Remember, even the sun sets every day, only to rise stronger the next morning. So tonight, let your worries rest. Let your heart recharge. Because when the morning light touches your face again, the world will whisper, you still have another chance. Line 5, I am enough. This might be the hardest line to believe, but it's the most powerful. You are enough. Not when you achieve more. Not when they finally notice you. Not when everything is perfect. You are enough now. You don't need to prove your worth through pain. You don't need to earn love by being flawless. You were born with value. Before anyone judged you. Before the world compared you. The society makes you chase perfection, but peace begins when you stop running. Look at yourself. Really look. The flaws, the scars, the fears, they all tell a story of survival. When you say I am enough, you reclaim your identity. You remind yourself that you don't have to become anyone else. You just have to be the real you. And that's more than enough for this world. Line 6, everything will be okay. These words are a bridge between darkness and light. Even if everything feels uncertain, these words hold power, because they carry faith. Say it, even when your heart doesn't believe it yet. Say it through the tears. Say it when the future scares you. Say it until your soul remembers that pain is temporary and healing is inevitable. There were days you thought you'd never smile again, but you did. There were nights you thought you'd never sleep, but you did. There were moments you thought it was the end, and yet you're still here. That's proof enough. Everything will be okay. Not because magic will fix it, but because you will learn, adapt, and rise. So whisper it gently with courage. Everything will be okay. Line 7. I am at peace. At the end of everything, after the gratitude, the forgiveness, the hope, comes peace. Peace is not the absence of problems. It's the acceptance of reality. It's when you stop arguing with what is and start flowing with what will be. Say it slowly. I am at peace. Let it sink in. Let your breath slow down. Feel your heartbeat. Steady, alive, calm. No matter what storms wait outside your door, tonight is yours. You don't owe anyone explanations. You don't have to fix anyone or anything right now. Just be. Because peace is not found. It's created moment by moment, thought by thought. And tonight you've earned it. So tonight, when you turn off the lights and rest your head on the pillow, remember these 7 lines. Not as random affirmations, but as sacred truths your soul deserves to hear. I am grateful for this day. I forgive myself. I did my best today. Tomorrow is a new chance. I am enough. Everything will be okay. I am at peace. Repeat them until your heart believes them. Because the way you speak to yourself at night is the way your soul learns to heal. Good night, dreamer. You are safe. You are loved. You are becoming who you're meant to be.